And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire. Our computer needs its robot army run. At the moment, I'm trying to make sure that we haven't just delayed that by 60 or 70 turns. If we have, we're going to do a little bit of save scumming and go back to an autosave before the Civil War. If we haven't, then, because that's the RP, that's what I want to do this run, is I want to get Syndicate computer. If we haven't, then we'll keep playing the run because I think it's still in a winnable state. We went on round 109. We suffer no losses, nor any kills. We have 7 decisions. Huge resources available to our technocrats have been put to very good use. In parallel research teams, they have made some breakthroughs on the scientific front. Executive corruption continues. Incident with the Democratic activists. Reverse and discipline them, because we are trying to go democracy, even though we're merit at the moment. You want a subsidy?
Roger
No.
that.
Technocrats to the rescue. Yeah.
Roger that.
Get us our stuff. Code GR and breakthrough now.
Yes.
Confirm that. Zone decision. Given to some of the demands.
Order
Some more
received.
democracy. These continue to
Order
keep
received.
quarantine. We'll accept the demand there. Okay. Oh, that didn't... The dome didn't get finished. The ice mine got finished. Yeah, wait. No, the ice mine didn't get finished. What happened to my construction orders? Agriculture dome didn't finish. Because I can see it's 0.1, so it failed the roll. Ice mining facility do the same. No, it did get finished. Okay, so I should see that we have 60 more water next turn. How cheap is water? I might buy a little bit so we don't bounce. Reasonably cheap.
Understood. Understood.
And to keep us from going bankrupt for a bit. Sell off a bunch of high-tech parts that we're actively producing. Okay, so how hard is it going to be to negotiate peace with you? That is hard, yeah. Yeah, that's not impossible, but that's hard. So I should not assume at any point we're going to get peace until the roll is made.
Open fire! Open fire!
Target destroyed.
15th Light Infantry Battalion has been forced to surrender. Can I get the rebellion done and dusted? Go. 82nd, the 85th hold out for one more turn. Oops. Got my command swapped. Okay, so let's still roll that diplomacy roll. Because if I can calm that down and properly get troops organized for a war, that would be much better than sort of ad hoc, we're at war, fight, approach.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Hissed by 3. So the war continues. And to be fair, they're at war with these guys and these guys, so they're busy. In fact, the biggest argument for me to not peace out would be to try to take one of the cities from them, because they're having other problems. Yeah, we just need to get that merit below 30, which is the direction it's trending because our democracy is high enough to suppress it. Although right now we're, what, 13 points over... Well, 3 points over 30. Or 3 points over 73. Where's the getting cross point be? I'm going to lose 2 democracy for every merit I remove. So I'm not going to get it down to 30, because we're going to hit the point where it's going to stop suppressing before we get there. Because they have 13... 13 divided by 2 would be 6, so it's going to be 6 or 7 reduction. But then it's not going to go that far. No, it might actually go that far. Might just about go that far. And it's going to get stuck. Okay. So I still need more democracy. Or I need a direct reduction of merit. Oh, what is the strain the capital taking? 16%. Oh, that's the other thing that's probably hitting me. I'm getting admin strain. Okay, so that means it's time to make a colony.
Roger that. Roger that.
Yep, I'll give it a turn to set up. If I can, I should probably arrange for us to have someone who'll make a good governor. Some talent wouldn't be bad.
Roger that.
Cap 3. That's the nice thing about running bureaucracies. You get access to the talent card, which tends to give you decent leaders.
Roger that. Roger that.
Get that GR tech.
Roger that.
Galactic Republic Shingon.
Roger that.
Shift. Breakthrough
Roger
now. What a detox method. I think it was an applied tech. Yeah, it was applied tech. Discovered one of my applied techs for me. Okay. Hoping it hit a hidden tech. Did not. The next turn, we'll go ahead and try to get this place a rail hub. We'll run the rail line this turn. But we'll give it a... Oh, actually, in that case, I should be really building the rail station. Yep. Probably won't build in one turn, but we'll give it a railhead. Build a rail station later. Okay, cycle the turn. Looks like Oxy was trying to end Phoenix Spawn there. I think Phoenix Spawn has maybe lost its other city, so I think it's down to one city. Right on the front line in sort of the tri-state area of three nations here. Okay, should be shortly coming back around to us. Round 110, we have 13 decisions awaiting us. Industrial accident. You want to be a better person? Always nice to have better people. Discover fertility. Worker protests, we can get some more democracy.
Understood.
Worker protests, we get some more democracy.
Roger that.
Order received.
Altruistic.
Roger that. Wilco.
And want neither autocracy nor merit.
Roger that.
Want neither autocracy nor
Order
merit.
received.
Roger that.
Industrial accident. Will help the Church of the Syndic.
Affirmative.
New governor. Your camp 3. Your camp 3. I think you're a little bit better for the governorship. Yeah, that's what the suitability is implying.
Affirmative.
Trade
Trade is more important in this case because I don't want merit.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir. Understood.
Almost there. So right now, those 6 points will burn 3 points off of you, so look at this to 32. So I'm looking at probably getting that to 32, 31 over the next couple turns. Unless I can get another decrease or a lot more gain from someplace else. And the rebels, for now, are defeated.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Once again, proposed peace is not going to be guaranteed. It's actually fairly unlikely. So I should assume I am not going to get it. Okay, so the other city of theirs hasn't yet to fall. Although both are super threatened at this point. I think we're watching the dying days of Phoenix Bond. The question is, do I actually negotiate peace with them, or do I join in? I think for the moment, I don't actually... The question is, how terrible is our combat odds here? Real bad. Because the prize to pick up here is the cities. Sort of, can I sneak the cities is the question. Now this is a big ass. Mass upgrade, SHQ, Grunt 2 to Grunt 3. It's 220 of them to upgrade. I, in theory, have everything required. So maybe the logistics.
Understood.
$20,000 are upgrade. Okay, so 20 of them didn't upgrade, but that's a big step to fully obsoleting that class at this point. Mostly in the 4th, 14th, and 15th light infantry brigades. Mostly in the 4th. Okay.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that.
Interesting. Instead of pulling HR excellence or workplace pride, we've pulled spy school. In fact, actually, very unlikely to pull merit, apparently. Much more likely to pull the democracy or oligarchy. So, yeah, pull an oligarchy card. That makes sense. See what this minor treasure
Roger
is.
that.
Some credits. Major treasure?
Roger that.
More credits. Not gonna say no to credits. Ice mining facility done, ice mining facility done. Okay, so the ice should be better next turn. Food should be better next turn. Food's actually already better, apparently. And the railhead's done. Okay, so you are now receiving rail supplies. Should support me coming in and adding a rail station here.
Affirmative.
Which is going to require you to have more workers, which you can supply.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Oh, can I delegate you to Damien? Yes. Go ahead and do that. Might not have enough workers, which will delay the construction of the rail station, but... And I suppose also interfere with the logistics coming up this far, but... That should take those off of the administrative strain plate of Polymark. So admin strain... Well, admin strain already decreased because we moved you. But that should help a lot more. So this should decline all the way back down. Most importantly, if it gets down below 10%, we'll gain 10% more productivity on all the industries in that zone, which is useful. Let's cycle the turn. We're doing negotiate peace. I'm going to cycle the turn. At least, worst case scenario, I don't think they're in a position to attack. At least going to get attacked from these guys that we're at war with before I actually declare peace with them at this point. I think they're definitely under the weather, and I can sort of rush them, take a bunch of their interior space, even if we're going to lose the cities to the neighbors. I should probably tell the new fighter aircraft to do intercepts on any readiness. So the next time we get airstriked like that, we actually have our fighter planes sally to defend the ground troops. Ladalor, round 111. We have 5 decisions. Now an age of confidence. Many issues for Dutch. Yep, we'll give him his split of power.
Roger.
Copy that.
Given some of the demands, democracy grows. Okay, so now I'm at the point where it's just a matter of time.
Order
We do
received.
not negotiate with terrorists. It's getting more and more plausible. Mostly because I think it's just vehicles blocking our path here. Trying to run out of actual foot troops. I've had some semi-serious anti-tank capabilities. RPG units are still a bit sod. RPG combat armor is a little out of date. We could probably make a run on taking that city. And this is of the two, this is the more valuable city. Yeah, doing that delayed the rail station. And of course the deep core gas extractor is delayed as well.
Affirmative.
Okay, should be less delayed now. Still losing water? Okay, gonna have to build up more water mining then.
Copy that.
Probably be overbuilding water mining at this point, but needs be.
Understood.
Still working medium tank, although that's probably done next turn. Guided RP or heavy guided RPG is probably done next turn, so that's actually gonna be pretty good combo timing. So we'll do the RPG upgrade on the next turn. Start the upgrading on the next turn.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. Roger that.
Oh, he's terrible. Okay. So profile-wise, if I get the adequate suppression on the meritocracy, there is plausibility that we can get our transferal here. I think it's going to take at least 2 turns, because I need to get it to 30 and then below 30. For the political system orderly change. And then I gotta roll a couple times, because it's probably going to be a roll, not an auto. Okay. And back to us. Round 112, killed 100 infantry, we lost 500, we have 7 decisions awaiting us. Got our heavy guided RPG, got our medium tank. So we're at 31, we need to get to below 30.
Roger that.
Laser guns is tempting, but so is missiles. $4,000 versus 8,000. So the missiles will be done twice as fast. Yeah, let's do missiles.
Roger that.
And then we want to upgrade the bazooka. So build upon bazooka 2. Previously running RPG. We can now have it run heavy RPG. Yeah, RPG to heavy RPG. Oops. One. Heavy RPG, and we can jump from combat armor to battle dress.
Yes, sir. Roger
Those
that,
RPGs to
sir.
be really hard to kill. Let them petition me.
Yes,
Three
sir.
fours.
Roger that, sir.
And I can let that relationship go down a little bit
Yes,
more.
sir. Roger that, sir.
Do not have to gain any autocracy right now, because I don't want the autocracy trying to suppress diplomacy. I want the merit drop drop below 30. Okay, this is high enough combat odds. I just got to take it.
Let's go. Get out.
Yeah, it was a good even trade. They lost 10 subunits. We lost 5. So for every one we lost, we took 2.
Attack formation.
Get out.
A bit of a shame we weren't able to break the pocket. Lost 12 subunits to 3. Oof. That's pain.
Do it now. Operation successful.
Next turn we'll get another attempt on the city, if it hasn't fallen by then.
No harm? Yeah, right.
Okay.
Roger that. Roger that.
Grab those bureaucratic pushes, and we cycle the turn. I think merit's going to drop below 30 on this turn. I don't know if we're going to get the decision immediately to do the orderly transfer of power. So it might not be this next turn, it might be the turn after. I think I'm going to push through to try to get the swap. So we're going to run this part a little long. Although, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to push through until we get the swap, and I'm going to see the result of the swap. And I think we're going to literally end at that point for tonight's stream. Because tonight's stream has run long. We're 6 hours into what's supposed to be like a 4 or 5 hour stream. So I hope everyone has been enjoying. Okay, cycling back around to us. Round 113, we have 2 decisions. I'm confident still. Major virtue crisis. Obviously, we go for the democracy one. Sir, a major and very serious crisis has developed. A mysterious detonation has obliterated the whole of Supreme Council, shattering fragments of the founding documents across the city. Though the casualties were few, the air itself feels desecrated, as if the soul of the nation were burned of its own stone. Okay, so we're going to declare that we can surmount this because we want democracy.
Roger that.
Tanked virtue. Oof. Might do something to try to get that back. And yeah, we should grab the Applied Science Council at this point. So we meet all the requirements for an orderly change to democracy. We also meet all the requirements to do an orderly change, or do a change to virtue, or down to oligarchy. I might try to get some virtue back to try to stop from going to oligarchy, because I don't know if it's how easy it's going to be to go to democracy from there. Okay, first, let's get that what virtue back I can. So legendary speech.
Roger that.
It's plus 10. Passionate speech.
Roger that.
Okay, so that's not going to be enough to prevent a drop into oligarchy. I think I needed to keep it above 55. I need to keep it above 65. Okay, yeah. Not giving me an idea what the probability is. So, we've got 2 eligible changes, so it's probably going to pick one of them.
Let's go.
Can we take the city? No,
Get
not enough
out!
action points. Decent exchange. We lost 12 subunits, they lost 15, but no dice on taking that city yet.
Target destroyed.
Got the pocket to collapse.
Going in. All clear, sir.
Okay, we took a city. So we can take the other city. That'll be the end of that nation.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay, we're going to cycle the turn. We're in a position where we can do a peaceful transfer. We're also in a position where we can fall into oligarchy, so I'm not sure which one's going to happen.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that.
Watching Oxydon here, seeing if they take the city. It looks like they didn't. Although that's no guarantee that they won't try again if we fail. Also, the city's going to get harder to take, because a lot of the troops are looking, now that they've taken lost their second city, they're falling back to the city. Instead of trying to hold the gap between the two. Maybe in hindsight, taking the lesser city was the mistake. Should have taken the major one first. So this turn, I suspect we've either swapped back to being a democracy. Well, maybe been given the decision either way to become a democracy. Or become an oligarchy. So we'll see if the orderly transfer process works as an oligarchy. And all of this to test to see if we've worked the roleplay of getting this into computer here. We're so close. 5% chance per turn. Then we had the Civil War. Round 114, we killed 300 infantry, we have 11 decisions. Virtue is dropping, because of course it is. We've swapped to oligarchy, okay. We gained a zone. Research ultracapacitors. Incident with traders. Do the one that minimizes the unrest in the capital. Policy speech. Victory points up, civilization score up, or bureaucratic levels. Let's go for the civilization score.
That.
Governmental minimum wage law. We'll lean back and let this happen. So democracy goes up, government goes up. The new director for the applied science. Pick the commander of the 12th for the moment.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Roger that, sir. Affirmative.
So I now have the 4 I need for robotics. Question is, do I do mining robotization or metal soil filtration? We're partially into metal soil filtration, so it's probably that one's the way I go. Yeah. Let's finish up the one we've partially done.
Roger that. Affirmative.
Order received.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, this is bad timing, Blackhold. I don't want your merit.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
So we can still have an orderly change. I don't know what the probability is, but we have some chance of orderly change. Make sure we got as many guys as piling as possible. Gonna be the big fight that determines whether or not we get that city.
Formation. Target destroyed.
Oh, I was about to say we lost, but nope. City has fallen. The prize is ours.
Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. Roger that. Roger that.
Okay, so at this point the war should pretty... well, assuming they can't take their capital back, the war should end pretty quickly. Okay, our rail station's done. Okay, let's cycle the turn. And see if we get a decision, hopefully, for the democracy transfer, or see if it does the democracy transfer. One or the other. Not giving me a probability estimate. It gave me a probability estimate, I think, when we were looking at ideology and the coup chance. Whereas the orderly change, it might just be an event that pops up with a 5% chance, and it's just not telling me that I've got a 5% chance. Or I suppose because of the revolution, I might have like a 4-turn cooldown here. Hoffman's popped in to say hi. Hello. We're gonna cycle the turn here. We're gonna see how this end turn goes, because I suppose technically the nation we just took the capital from might attempt to do a break into their capital, take the capital back. But I think they're pretty done and dusted at this point. And we're going to go one more turn before we bring the stream here to a close to see if we get the orderly transfer back to democracy. What I'm hoping is when we get back to democracy, we're back at a state where we got a 5% chance per turn to get the syndicate computer. Because that's been the roleplay that we've been trying to do this entire run. So if we have to start over on the turn timer for that, I'm going to go do some, well, Twitch chat saying democracy was a mistake. Well, democracy wasn't the mistake. Putting so much power in the hands of the bureaucrats in a democracy was the mistake. We had a civil war, and the civil war went, the civil war went okay. We lost a few brigades because the brigades defected to the rebels, but the Civil War wasn't that bad, but the meritocratic coup as a side effect has delayed us getting our syndicate computer. Democracy means billions of bureaucrats, so didn't need to. The problem that caused the bureaucrats to rebel was not that I had billions of bureaucrats, but because I stopped increasing their power and I was slowly allowing it to decline, and they did not appreciate the slow decline. Did not appreciate the slow decline at all. But yeah, we're gonna see if we're back in democracy or if we get presented with the democracy decision on this upcoming turn. If we don't, I'm going to call it for the night, because I'm 7 hours into what was supposed to be a 4 to maybe 5 hour stream. And I need to stop adding parts to the stream. I might do a random one-off stream, or I might append it to one of the other streams later in the week. The testing to get back to democracy. Because if we get back to democracy and we're still on track for the syndicate computer, we'll try to play out the run. I might still play out the run regardless, but I think we'll save. We'll reuse the save from before the coup. Well, I got all the autosave, so what I'll do is I'll probably reuse the save from the election result, where we know that the syndicate has the 5% chance, and then I'll try to avoid the coup at that point. Twitch chat saying just one more turn. We've just been one morning turn for the last 2 hours. I'm slowly learning my lesson here. I'm either going to have the democratic transition and know what I want, or I'm not at this point. And if I don't, on this next turn, know my answer, I think that's where we're calling it. Because I'm at the point where, well, the last turn, it was like, okay, is it going to give us the transition, or is it going to give us the oligarchy? The answer is it gave us the oligarchy. Cool, fine. Then answer that question. And the second question here is, what is the probability of having the orderly transition? And it's some probability between 0 and 100%. And if it's 0%, that would explain why I can't find the percentage. I suspect it's probably something like 5% per turn. Although it was showing 5% per turn when we were doing the ideology change to syndicate democracy. We can't end on a defeat. Well, we're not ending on a defeat. We're ending on a victory. We just took over a capital. But yeah, so I think this run will continue. This run is definitely continuing. We're not starting a new run. The question that is open in my mind is basically, do I do a bit of save scumming where we go back before the coup so we can continue the roleplay of try to get the computer in the robot army? Or do I just play out the run, or do both? Right? Do I play out the run and then go back to the autosave and then do the roleplay? That's what I haven't decided. Huffman saying, continue on that run, no reload allowed. Well, that's why we're testing to see if it's borked the roleplay. Because if it's borked the roleplay, then the whole what the Shadow Empire Reddit voted for is not possible. And that would be why I'd be re-rolling, is because we can't do the roleplay. That makes sense. Because the whole point was to get a syndicate computer, and if the syndicate computer is now another 80 turns in the future, I think there's a decent chance we win in the next 80 turns, so that we basically wouldn't be playing with the syndicate roleplay. Sometimes the roleplay needs to derail for it to follow its destined path. Well, that's what I'm saying. What I haven't decided is whether or not we're going to play it through before doing the save scumming, is maybe a good way to think about it. Because yeah, I don't think this is a place where we've been defeated. I think we can definitely win the game from this state. So the question is do I do both, or do I do one? Or can I get back to the correct destiny, which is the syndicate computer, from this state? Round 115, we have 7 decisions. 7 fateful decisions. Quite a new zone. We've discovered heavy battle dress. We've completed the bazooka 3 in battle dress. VTOL turbojet engines have been discovered. Well, obviously not a democracy because we pulled talent. Although I suppose that required merit. We might still technically have. Yeah, we haven't dropped accomplished envoys yet, so we still have recruit talent in the poll. Okay. You're asking me to participate. That's your business, man.
Roger that.
Hope on the horizon. The populace is taking hope from an inspiring CEO. If we organize a great event and speech right now, it might bring back some hope in our Imperium. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Maximum help, which is guaranteed pass. Gives us some heart and mind. And more importantly, some virtue. I think I'm gonna go to new news here. Blundering in Austin. Do nothing.
Roger that.
Appointing governor. Do you really want to take a governor from someplace else to assign to the city game? I suppose that probably is worth actually giving the governor from Ivan. Ivan's the colony, so it's only level 2, and assigning the much better governor to the level 3 city. Basically, give him promotion. Yeah, I could buy a promotion. That makes sense. Or give him Wilkins. Give him Wilkins.
Aye, aye, sir. aye, sir.
Commander for the 12th. Probably wants to be the know nothing from the reserve pool.
Understood.
Okay. So no, we did not get the swap. So that's where we're going to go ahead and put the change in, or put the part break in. So this is implying we can have an orderly change. I don't know what the probability of an orderly change is, which is why I'm not going to keep sitting here rolling for it, because I'm already overdue on the stream. Well, you're saying I could write a small diary in the point of view of the government character why the Great Computer left us. The Great Computer didn't leave us. We never got around to building it. We still actually have the faction, right? The faction that wants the computer is in fact the second largest faction still. These guys are still the largest faction, or second largest faction. If we can get back to democracy and it doesn't do a restart on the turn timer, we should be rolling a 5% each turn. So I'm not sure it's borked. I'm at the point where I don't have more gameplay time tonight to make sure it's not borked. And probably what will end up happening is, even if it is borked, we'll probably maybe still do the run out. Yeah. This machine spirit never showed itself to the world, so it left us. Maybe. Maybe. We're not sure how history will actually end in this run, but for the moment, it's the end of the run. I'm not going to run too much of this turn. Most of this turn is probably going to be microing the reserve fight here against the Phoenix Bond. So, got no ongoing construction. Victory overview-wise, we are Landalar. We're in 5th, still in 5th after taking over that city. With 9.2 victory score, 7.9% of the population, 11% of the planet. We actually have the most planet, interestingly enough. And we've effectively ended Phoenix Bond. Phoenix Bond is now officially number 11 out of 10. That's what they get for declaring war on us. For the umpteenth time. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow, whether it be, well, the part up tomorrow will probably be me continuing to play the game to the point where we get back into democracy, so we can know for certain is the run borked or not. By that point, I will have hopefully made a decision whether I'm going to immediately finish the run out, or if I'm going to do, or effectively save the autosaves from that point. And do a reload from an early autosave where we can keep the dream alive. I'm not sure which of those two we're going to do first. We'll probably end up doing both, just which of those two comes first, I'm not sure. Yeah, so there will be a part up tomorrow if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, let me go over the stream schedule for the next couple days. Today was Shadow Empire. Tomorrow will be Solar Expanse. Wednesday will be Frostpunk 2. Thursday will be Factorio. We'll be back to... Well, we will definitively back to be playing Shadow Empire here on Friday. Because we're kind of on this weird cliffhanger of are we or are we not going to continue the stream, or continue this run from this place, I might do an hour of this run sometime between now and Friday, just to get back to democracy to get the answer. Because I think it's going to take an hour. Because I think we're just rolling at this point. I'm not sure if it's because we're on... I come back up here to the political system board. I'm not sure if it's because we're on cooldown from the revolution. It might be because we're on cooldown from the revolution, in which case I need to roll like 4 turns. 4 or 5 turns, which is going to take an hour or so. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we're like an hour out from swapping back, or if we're like a turn or 2 from swapping back. Yeah, so that's the next 4 days. Solar Expanse, Frostpunk 2, Factorio, Shadow Empire. Expect it to be a random pop-up addition of Shadow Empire to something during that period of time to see if we can figure out if the Dream, the Syndicate computer, is alive at this point in this run. and then at which point the cycle will cycle again. So it'll be Saturday will be Solar Expanse. Sunday might be Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk 2 is getting close enough to the end. I think Frostpunk 2 might be done on Wednesday because of how quickly I play Frostpunk 2. Or it won't be, in which case we'll be playing Frostpunk 2 on Sunday. And then next Monday will be Factorio, and then the game is definitely going to go for a long time, so we're probably still going to be doing Shadow Empire come next Tuesday. But that's the next sort of horizon of 8 game days. If you got any comments that you want responded to, feel free to leave them. If you're watching this live on Twitch, I am streaming this under the username Will Cole, and uploading the local recordings to YouTube under the username WillCole100. Huffman saying, I wonder if you would like to play a pure war game similar to Shadow Empire. Well, I've played other war games, because I've played, what was it, Strategic Command on the channel, for example, before. So I've played other pure war games, and there probably is other pure war games I probably will play in the future on the channel. Yes, my dyslexia allowed me to read your misspelling a similar as if it was spelt correctly. But yeah, let's bring this to close for YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. I just went over this Twitch schedule, which at this point, because of how many parts Head have recorded, should mostly be in your past. So if you're watching this on YouTube, and you can't wait for any of those parts to come up live on YouTube, you can sneak over to Twitch and watch them on the Twitch VODs, because the Twitch VODs will be up for 14 days. Hopefully by the time they're not on Twitch, they will be uploaded to YouTube and released. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.